Lead code number 128, longest consecutive sequence of numbers. What is called longest consecutive sequence? First we'll understand consecutive sequence. That means it is series of numbers whose difference is 1. For example, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4. So the difference is 1. So this is called consecutive number. Not necessary starting from 1 only. It can be 9, 10, 11. So this is consecutive numbers. And what is the length? 3. So we need to find the longest consecutive sequence number and return the length of that series. Not necessary. This array is sorted. If it is sorted, we can easily find. But this array is unsorted array. So this sequence can be randomly. For example, here one is not starting here, so it is starting in the middle of the arrays. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is the longest sequence whose length is 4. Return 4 as a length. There could be multiple series of the sequence. For example, let's say 9 and 10. Even though this is consecutive sequence, but length is 2. But if I start with 1, the length will be 4. The longest is 4. This is all about the problem. First we need to understand the problem. We need to return the length of such numbers, sequence of consecutive numbers which is having max length. Second, the most important is this is unsorted array. The last thing is the result should be optimized solution. That means you should not go for a brute force approach or randomly checking the numbers. So it should be order of n. What does this mean? Order of n means the given array we can iterate only once. That means this is n, the number of elements we can iterate only once. With that one time iteration, you should find the consecutive sequence numbers. This is all about the problems. Let's understand with a different data set. Consider I have the numbers 99, 9, 1, 8, 2, 7, 3 and 4. Yes, I can start with 8. 8 I can have 9. So 8 and 9 there is no 10, so maximum length is 2. But if I start with 7, I can go to 8, I can go to 9. 10 is not there. The solution is 7, 8, 9 whose length is 3. Yes, that means start with a number where there is no previous number. For example, why we started with 7? There is no 6. That means this is the possible start of my consecutive sequence. Now can I start with 9? Yes, I can start, but there is no 10. The length of maximum sequence is 1. But if I start with 8 and 9, length is 2. But if I start with 7, 8, 9, length is 3. So get a number, starting number such a way that there is no previous number. That means there should not be n minus 1 in this array. If that is the case, start with this number. So 8 cannot be start of a number because n minus 1 will be 7. Yes, it is present. So this is not a good solution. Go for 7. In the same way, 99, can I start? Yes, because n minus 1 will be 98. 98 is not there in the array. I can start with 99. Yes, but the length will be 1 because there is no next number. This is one solution. 9, no, I should not start with 9 because 8 is the good solution. Even I should not start with 8 because 7 is my good solutions. Is there any 6? No. That's the reason my 7 is my final answer. So one solution I can say is starting with 7. I can say 7, 8 and 9. Okay, we covered this number and this number. With 99, yes, I can start, but whose length is 1. Here it is of 3. Now go to the next number. this 7, this 1. If I start with 1, next number is 2, next number is, yes, 3, next number is 4. So what is this length? 4. So this is my max length of such number. Those numbers are in consecutive series. So we need to find such best answers. Now for this one, what is the strategy we should use? The strategy means I can iterate only once, because the condition given in the LeetCode is the complexity should not be more than order of n. Now in a single iteration, can we find the solutions? Yes, there are two rules for this one. The first rule is find the start number. Second is keep on incrementing the numbers till there is no such next number. These two rules will apply. Now first I will take 99, because there is no 98 in this one. Yes, I will start with 99. Length is 1. Now go for 9. Should I start with 9? No, because 8 is there. That means n minus 1 should not be there in this list. Now this is done. Okay, I started with 99. I have taken 9. I will not start. Next number is 1. 1. Okay, can I start with 1? Yes, because there is no 0 in the list. That means this is the best starting sequence of consecutive numbers. So I am taking 1. Okay, once I find a start number, now run a while loop. Run a while loop till I don't find any next numbers. Now I'm starting with 1. Go for 1 plus 1, 2. Yes, it is there. Yes. 2 plus 1, 3. Yes, it is there. 3 plus 1, 4. Yes, it is there. I keep on incrementing the length. Length was 1, length was 2, length was 3, length was 4, but I don't find 5. So the length was 4. Now to keep track this one, I will maintain a variable as max length and length. I will replace max length with the length if I get a length which is of greater than max length. Otherwise, I will not replace max length. Now, I started with this one. The max length initial was 0. Okay, length was 0. The moment I consider a starting number, length becomes 1. This was 0. So this one is greater than max length. I will replace with 1. Now the max length is going to be 1. If I start with 1, length again initialized to 1, this will be 2, 3 and 4. Total length is 4. This 4, is it greater than max length? Yes. So I will replace this with 4. Now I will erase this one and I will say now it is 4. Now even though I am starting with 7, 8, 9, the length was 3. Is it greater than this one? No. So I will not replace the max length. So finally the max length will be having the 4, which is ultimate solutions. Now go back to the solutions. Now in this one, consider this is my array. Okay, and I'm creating a set. Can you identify why I am creating a set from array? Because if I want to search a number in array list, the complexity, the time taken to find a number is very high. It is not based on the index, by the way. If I know the index, yes, I can directly find with the complexity of order of 1. But if I don't have the index of the number, I need to search all the array, all the elements of the arrays. So the complexity will be greater than order of n. That's the reason very first thing I'm creating is set. That means it is based on hashing algorithm. So if you want to find a number in the set, it uses hashing and directly find whether it is present or not. This is going to be a set of the number based on the given array. Now this is going to be set. Longest length, as I said, initialize with 0. Now I am iterating one by one element. From where? Not from the list, but from number set. That means this is set. From the set element I am going to iterate. Now I have the numbers which is I can present as curly brackets 99 9 1 8 2 7 4 8. Another reason of this one is set will be having all the unique elements. Even though it is duplicate, then it will not be considered. Now first element is 99. Very first thing I'm going to check is n minus 1. N minus 1 means 98. Is it there in the set? If it is not there, yes, this can be a starting number. Thus there is an n minus 1 I am checking. If it is not there, then yes, I am considering as length 1. Current number is 99. Now I am going to iterate rest of the element. If 99 plus 1, that is the next number. After 99, it will be 100. Is it there in the list? If it is there, I keep on incrementing the length and the current number will be 100. But here I don't have 100. That's why for 99, the maximum length is 1. Now 9. Should I consider? No, because 9 number minus 1 will be 8. Is it there in the list? Yes, it is there. Can you see here? N minus 1. So n minus 1, if it is there, then this is not a good solution to start a consecutive sequence. So I will not take 1. Now next number in the set, it is 1. Now if I say 1, 1 minus 1, is it there in the list? N minus 1, it will be 0. 0, is it there? If it is there, then I should not consider 1. Otherwise, yes, 0 is not there in the entire array. So I will take 1 as possible start of my sequence. Length will be 1. Current number is 1. I keep on incrementing the number 1. Then go to 2. Length is 2. Then go to the 3. I think 3 was there. Okay. 7 3 4 7. This is 7 3 and 4. So now if I start with 1, yes, I can go to 2 3 and 4. So this while loop will be keep on searching for the next number, keep on incrementing the length. Length will be 2, length will be 3, length will be 4. There is no 5. That means I will stop. This length is now 5. Earlier, do you remember the longest length was 1? So is it, which one is better? Now I got a good length, so I will replace 1 with 5. Sorry, 4. So this 4 will be the max length. Yes, for 1, yes. 8 I will not consider because 7 was there. 2 I will not consider because 2 minus 1, 1 was there. We already got a solution of length 4. Now 7, yes, I should start with 7. The length will be initialized to 1. Here number is 7. I can go 7, 8 and 9. Length will be 3. But do you remember the longest length was 4? Should I replace this one? No, I will not replace because still the longest length was 4 with a number 1, right? So I got a length of 4 maximum still, even though for 7 the length was 3. So in this way I keep on updating the longest length. If I get a good length, that means length should be greater than the longest length, then only I will replace longest length. Finally, I am returning longest length. I hope you understand this one. The importance of the set is very important because my complexity of running the algorithm should not be more than this one. It should be equal to or lesser than order of n. Only once I need to iterate. There was one candidate, he was saying, why can't we solve this problem by sorting the numbers? Once I sort this number, it will be 1 2 3 4 and 7 8 9 and 99. So I get a this one as 4, this one as 3, this one as length 1. But remember, sorting based on the sorting algorithm, it can be having n log n base 2 plus n, because I need to iterate. This is for sorting the numbers. This plus n, which is going to be greater than order of n. That's the reason we are not sorting the numbers. Yes, sorting can be a solution, but this is not a best solutions.